So hello everybody, welcome back. I hope that you like this video and that you find it helpful somehow. So anyway, grab your coffee and your notebook because you might need to write all of these things down. So I'm cleaning the kitchen and I decided to do a short video about continuing with the topic about failures with food and things like this. So number one, every time that you're going to go and put something into the oven, turn it on, check whether something is in there or not. Reason being, a lot of people put everything in the ovens. And when you turn it on to preheat, yeah, you will melt or break whatever it is in there. So don't. Next one is about preventing fire. So this thing is for frying, right? And here is how you are supposed to handle this. Number one, if you are going to take a new one from this part, turn on the fire and wait for this thing to be kind of hot, meaning preheated. Why? Because if you throw oil in here and it was humid for whatever reason, and it was cold for whatever reason, or if it has one drop of water for whatever reason, then you are going to have boom, 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 splashes all over, and it will splash on you and you will be burned. So, very, very, very important. Please put it like this. Now, I'm also going to show you how you're supposed to pour oil into this thing properly. So, let's assume that this is oil, which is not, but we're going to assume this one. A lot of people go and have this thing, they call them, and they go like that. No, because the distance here is too high. Here is how you do it. Press this a little bit, like maybe 1 centimeter higher than the top, right? Right there. Don't press it like me, I'm just showing you, okay? You kind of go like that and you pour it like this on the side. You don't go like that. Next one is about having this, especially if you're a rookie like me. or if you're afraid of fire like me. Or if you don't like cooking with a lot of hot oils all over like me. So, yeah, by the way, this is because it burned. Yeah, like I said, several accidents. This thing is for putting it in there like that. And it also is for when you are making hot dogs, you can put this on top of the pan in which you are cooking the sausages, and then the vapor, you can put the bread in here and it will get hot. Kind of like the same as this one. These ones are also kind of like, we use them for that. We also use this for putting hot pans on surfaces. Very, very, very important. Because you can't put hot things into just every place that you want. That's just not good. Now, next. If you have a fire, for whatever reason, you have these two type of things. Now, I have mentioned this before. If you do not know the material will be able to withstand water when it is hot, then don't. And never do this that I'm going to do with pans that are made out of glass. Under any circumstances, you can touch glass that it is hot with water. Not even one drop. Now, very, very, very important. I am not from the fire department or anything like this, and you should not try this unless you have absolutely no choice whatsoever. So, if it is a small fire in this thing, then you cannot do this that I'm about to do. But if it is in here, then you can take a look. It's empty. If it is filled, then no, you have no time. But if it is empty, turn on the faucet, to the maximum. I'm not going to do it right now because we don't have a lot of water. And then you go like this, and then you put it like that. Bend it a little bit. This will allow whatever it is being burned to go down the drain, and that's why it will turn it off. However, don't do it like this. You put it there, and then you go like this. See what happened in the beginning? Ooh, the splash. If it is a splashing, you will be splashed. And so, no. Again, the same concept. Avoid splashing. This is not a water fight with balloons or anything like that. This is cooking, and the burns that you're going to get are real. And sometimes they are very severe. And so very, very, very important. The next one is, this one was a present from my best friend from the United States. God bless her. Every single time that I see these things, I go kind of like, God bless her. This is a fire blanket for the kitchen. So if there is a big fire with things that are this type meaning I don't have a handle. This one I can handle, but this one I can't. And also, by the way, if you have a fire and this handle is not properly attached, you can expect this handle to melt. And if you are handling this thing will fall into the ground or whatever, because this will separate from this thing. See, this is plastic and this is metal. And if the fire already got this one, the plastic will melt, kind of like what I just show you, meaning it will disappear. It's not going to melt like different. So if it disappears, what do you think is going to happen when this thing disappears? Boom, that thing will fall. So you gotta be very, very, very careful about that one. And anyway, like I was saying, the fire blanket will be for something like this that does not have this. When we didn't have the fire blanket, we take this, we kind of like this size or this size. You wet it a little bit, not lots, but wet it, then strain it because you do not want water. This thing, humid, just pour it there and you wait. You do this separated, by the way. You gotta be very careful. And always try to, you know how you go to the Chinese restaurant or something like this and you can buy, they will give you the soft sticks, or sometimes you can get these ones in bulk. The whole reason why we bend these things is because, look, this is a chopstick, see? It even broke. And you use this one from there to here to there to there. Every time that you have to move fire, you want to have a handle that is big, so you use this. The other one is the Tetra Pak things. You can collect them and cut them in pieces that are like this. Obviously, I cut them in a finger thing, and that one will burn or melt slowly, and this one will burn a little bit fast, not as much as that one. So it will depend on how much time do you put it on the fire and things like this. And so the point is, try to handle things not so close to you. Always also use an apron when you're cooking, because that way you will not ruin your clothing, and it will also help you in terms of your couple relationship. You seriously need to use that one for that one. If you have a husband or something like this, use an apron, and you will not. If you have any kind of relationship and you have friends, they will tell you the same thing. Use an apron, because that way, if your husband arrives, you don't look like a mess in the kitchen. You can just take the apron out, and you can still go out in 5 minutes, and you will be ready to go. And that way, you are not ruining things. What else should I tell you about this thing? Like I said, very, very, very important. Oh, next one. I have seen people, let's say that I want to fry this thing. And I have seen people that go, "Ugh," and then they throw it. No, because as soon as it lands, boom, splashes. You don't want to do splashing. I have mentioned this before. This is how you do it. You kind of go to the sideways and just let it go in the sideways. let it go, and remove the hand. Let it go, remove the hand. Let it go, remove the hand. And that way you are not going to burn yourself or burn a lot of things. And let's see, what else? Oh, very important, if this thing was electrical and you have water that it is boiling outside of the pot and the water is here, yeah, cut off the electricity. Don't try to take it out, because as soon as you touch this thing, it's metal, electricity, and water. What do you think is going to happen? No, I don't care if you have the best shoes ever, plastic shoes or whatever. You don't want to risk it. So cut out the electricity, and then after you are certain that this thing does not have electricity, no, turning it off does not work. Because if you already have a lot of time, the water is melting all over this thing. It can actually melt this whole thing because of the temperature and a lot of things. So no, seriously, just don't cut off the electricity. Unplug it. If you don't know how to unplug the whole thing, then that is the first thing that you do when you're handling an electrical kitchen. You understand? Where is the plug-in? Where is the plug-in for the propane? And where is the plug-in for the electricity? It's very, very important that you know how to do that one. And so you turn it off, you cut off the electricity, and then you remove this thing, and then you wait until it is cool so that you can clean it. You don't clean it like immediately, because otherwise it will be a mess. And let's see, what else? No, I think that's it. For this video, I'm going to leave it up to there.